Tomorrow we have Nvidia earnings, and they could make or break the market here. Market definitely needs a lifeline right now as we're still hovering just off the lows, although we have rebounded a little bit today. It is Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. If you guys like the video, you can give it a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, and come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. We're in power hour here, and the market has recovered off the lows, but we have gotten stuck at 665, and I don't really have much of an edge here going to the close, other than I'll say that it's just going to be hard to break through 665 and 600 right now. It's not impossible, but there's just a lot of net negative dealer hedging at this area, and that's why we've stalled. It's kind of a funky day here. I talked about the possibility of a rebound today, and we did rebound off the lows. We'll see what happens here in the last 40 minutes. My guess is it's a pin. That's why I'm doing this early, because I don't think we're going to... I mean, maybe we dropped to 660. I actually took a short about 35, 40 minutes ago and just got a couple points out of it. We were looking for a drop to 660. Got it started to rebound, so just cut it for a couple points gain. Maybe it drops here, but it's been very trappy here. It's been a funky day. We had to sell kind of a weak low and then a liquidity grab low, squeeze. But then, to me, like, this isn't a good, it's just not a good, like, bulls are in control, bears are on their heels type deal, right? You're pulling back already after 3 candles, and then you can't follow through. Like, we've been here for 3 hours. So I don't really like this for bulls here. The positive is that, like, you don't have to back and fill because you've already filled everything out by pulling back, but it just doesn't look like a strong showing. I don't like the semis showing weakness here. Yeah, IWM is up, and that's a positive. Bitcoin is up. It's rebounding, but I mean it's down big in the last couple of weeks. But I don't really have much edge here going into the close. I mean, I would say it wouldn't shock me to go to 660. A pump wouldn't absolutely floor me, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're just going to see more of a pin. Now, we got Nvidia tomorrow, and that hit a good level today. I actually called it out this morning. I should have day traded this instead of wrestling with the NQ all morning. But yeah, 180, that was supportive, and yeah, it was. That was the low of the day. I don't think it. Here's my opinion. I think Nvidia earnings is going to be a nothing burger. I think that unless it massively blows through 180 somehow, that would be a disaster. I just have a hunch here that it's going to be a nothing burger, and I think jobs will be kind of the bigger thing, which is Thursday morning. Again, I don't really have anything to back that up. That's just what I think here. The range though is 180 to 200, which is not really, shouldn't surprise anybody. So if it pops to 200, it will definitely save the market for this week. I talked about this earlier on X, made some posts about this. VIX hitting 25, said vol sellers will show up now. They did, but it's still holding up. And we have a new contract tomorrow, so I would not count on 25 holding again. Doesn't mean it can't. Doesn't mean that they won't try. I know though, like these guys are addicted to vol selling. So they will definitely try to sell it at 25. I just don't know if they'll be successful. Because we'll have that fresh contract. But it backed off and it hasn't followed through to the downside yet. So VIX hanging in there. Tomorrow should be interesting. Again, no changes in dealer hedging. It's still quite negative. Just looking at Spider. We can take a look. That is not what I wanted. 25%. Yeah, I mean, just very nice. Now, this could change a little bit. You saw some calls come in. We'll see if those roll to OI. But a lot of negative strikes here, a lot of negative gamma, red OI. So 665 is a big level. I think tomorrow's going to be noisy. It's going to be full of noise. Today was full of noise too. Don't be chasing these, I think they're the institutional game right now is get people to chase the trend move. Right, we had a sell-off earlier, no follow-through, fake breakdown, pump, should squeeze, right? Nope, no follow-through. Oh, no, this is a squeeze. Nope, no follow-through, right? So don't be chasing here. It's OPEX. a lot of games out there. And obviously anything that happens before NVIDIA is almost meaningless, but I would say 665 above that does put you in better technical position, meaning that you have room now for a higher low, right? At least on an intraday basis. So we'll be watching that tomorrow, obviously, and we'll see how those things develop here. But I just don't see, and like I said yesterday, Friday's like last Friday, I mean, 184 advancers, that is not, I'm sorry, that's not a market bottom. And this type of low here does not look very strong to me. So I don't think that this is over with here yet. You know, a decent looking daily candle though. QQQ down 73 basis points. You know, 100 MA coming into play. That will be support. It usually is support in the bull market. So IWM again green. So that's your positive here, but it has led to the downside like Bitcoin. And as long as the semis are still soft, I just got to defer to that. Diamond, you know, down to 460. Again, 100 MA not that far off, but now lower low there. SMH, again, lower lows as well. Don't want to see this lose that 50, and definitely don't want to see it lose that Friday low by the close here. And I think it's going to. We'll see. Again, Nvidia can save tomorrow. IGV, there it is, flirting with the 200. Careful with that. Transports here flat. A lot of noise there. Bond yields today were all over the map. The 2-year yield was down. Oh, can you get my... I think I'm losing my thing here. All right, we'll just skip that because I can't get that up right now. We'll just look at ZT. So 2-year note was up, you know, fractionally here. But you still got bear inside bar right now. TLT also down, just can't get out of its own way. Not a good look. And, you know, obviously Japan is in focus right now as well with their yields. 40-year, I think, new highs. Dollar yen above 155. This is problematic. XHB down 27 cents. This might be a rebound candidate here. If that can follow through. So I talked about that yesterday. I'll be watching that. I'm not going to get in front of it. I want to see it show strength first. IYR flat to positive. Banks caught a bounce here at the 200. So XLF there hanging in. KRE was pretty decent today too. That's helping out the Russell, KBE, and then broker dealers here. Just kind of a dead cat right now. Got to reclaim 1,000. Oil was nice today. Very, very strong. Because I like the weakness in the morning and then just boom, taking off to the upside here. You can make a case. You almost kind of have like a broadening flag. Those are pretty powerful. If that breaks, it has legs to like in this. I'd just say 69. First 64, 65, but it can go, you know, a little bit higher. Got to clear that this red bar here on a close though. XLE looks strong. My Exxon looks good too. XOP as well, consolidating above the moving averages. OIH, you know, pretty much a similar chart here. A little sloppier on the pattern though. Dollar was strong early, came back in a little bit, but just flat to positive. Still got to clear that 200-day. So no different there. Gold and silver actually rebounded pretty nicely here. Gold now, because we're holding that 50, this has a chance to make this a higher low. So now you could possibly have, I mean, it's only one day. We could just dump it tomorrow. But you could possibly start to look at a tightening range here. So that'll be interesting. But still too immature to really call it right now. Silver, nice bounce at the 20. Trend is up still. Platinum, fake out, and then fake breakdown. I think if it goes through a second time, it should break out. palladium, same look, the 50. And the copper, same thing. Got to hold that green bar low on the daily. However, the weekly still is pretty firm. So I don't think there's any major problems there. Can't flip over to TradingView right now because my chart's not set up. But Bitcoin did bounce. I was really hoping it would flush a little bit more here. Didn't quite get there. IBI2 didn't get to my numbers. That's okay. Crypto's bounced here. I know Sol was up like 9%. Yeah. So nice move there for the alts there. They're a little beaten down, a little stretched. Market holding up here and close to a little bit of a dip now against 330. We'll see if this even, I think they're just going to tease. I think this is a tease and then we'll just pin it. But anyway, if not, just remember in negative gamma here, these like put walls, you got to be careful. They can just run them right over. Look for, look for the market to show you, like right here. You don't buy here, you buy right there in negative gamma. So anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Video should be fun. Anyways, I'll wrap it up here. You guys take care. Have a good one. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.